Oh, no. Okay, so it will cost you 81 skill points. How many skill points do you earn? I assume 83. I don't... What level will you be? I wonder. Doesn't really say. It just says... $81 skill points altogether. Yeesh. That's a lot. Okay.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Okay. Move. Move.
That crazy asshole tried to kill our sun king until the machine rider stopped me.
Hello, sir. May I join your cult?
I'm here to present trophies to the Sunhawk of the Lodge. 3 Sawtooths, 2 Ravagers, and a Stalker for good measure.
I suppose Talana helped you with this.
She did
I brought
nothing.
these down myself. Will you accept them?
Fine, yes, I accept them. But tell Talana she should stop playing with sludge if she wants to get Redmaw.
Yay. Talk to Talana. Don't mind if I do.
When I gave him my trophies, Ussie said he should be spending more time finding Redmaw than helping me.
That Barnwell isn't wrong. But there isn't time to find Redmaw right now. You're gonna help with something else.
Oh? And what might that be?
Meet me outside.
Why can't you just tell me here? Why do we have to go outside?
I thought Sun King of Odd was sitting on his hand.
I don't understand. Why couldn't we have just talked about that inside? Why did we have to go outside?
Here's someone who needs it.
Oh, because there was
Go
someone
ahead.
outside that we needed to talk
I
to.
live in Lone Light, northeast of here.
I see.
I barely escaped
Look,
because
cookies are good.
Hawks attack anyone who ventures out.
This is an old Subway
We
cookie.
have so few shards.
Like,
Will you help? We have nowhere
2
else
days
to
old?
turn.
So it's not as
Sometimes
nice.
members receive an honorarium for the hunt. Assis should have accepted this one, but he refused. The price was too low.
How generous.
In the past, I would have gone with Takas to handle this. But what say you and I take it on? I'll meet you at Lone Light.
What about Redmaw?
Are you in or not?
All right. I'll meet you there as soon as I can.
Or preservatives in the cookies, it won't matter. Yeah, it's just not as, like, soft.
About time you showed up. More Glenhawks incoming.
Why? Why is it always Glinthawks? Why is it always the birds? just can't do the birds anymore. I'm so done with the birds.
More coming!
What do you mean there's more? We haven't even killed the ones that are here yet. Damn it. Oh, there's a thing here. Wait. Wait. Give me 2 secs. There's a book here. Okay, I'm back. I've been using so many fire arrows, I'm gonna run out soon.
If we must die, die with honor.
Oh, shut up, dude. We're gonna be fine. Hold up, I'm gonna loot real quick. Why is it so little? I know, it's like... It literally does not matter what game I'm playing. I see loot, I'm like, just give me 2 secs, y'all. Just 2 seconds. This is important. I'm busy. Hey Jenna, upgraded this weapon yet? Funny you should ask. So, after, you know, everything that happened last week, I spent most of this week thinking about it. And I sort of thought to myself, I was like, I'm positive I had bought other bows. Anyway, yeah, turns out I had a couple of much nicer upgraded weapons in my collection that I just hadn't equipped. So I had them all along. But I'm sorry. If someone can beat the game using the day one weapons, like, clearly that person is, you know, pretty good at this game. That's what I tell myself anyway. Just casually in your inventory, literally.
That seems to have taken
Literally. Just in my inventory, I had them. But why do you think I'm taking stuff down so much easier now?
Bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the
So,
source,
yeah.
but if more come here,
That's a
I'll
thing.
watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Nope. No, I do not. I'd like to say that I'm surprised that I had a better bow in my inventory and that I probably could have saved myself a lot of hurt if I'd done some really basic prep work before the final boss, but like, we all know that that was never gonna happen. You guys know how I play. You guys have been around long enough now. You know how I play games. That is not my style. Hi, Trey. Why, thank you. No play, you need to hydrate. This is true. Hydrating is fantastic. Wait. Are you telling me that you don't do what you need to rage until it works? That's accurate. That is a very accurate description of my play style. Hey, look, it works, okay? It works for me. You play much better when you're properly hydrated. I 100% agree. You do everything better when you are properly hydrated. Why though? Why are there more glint hawks? Oh, that's not fair. He ducked! Why did he duck? Screw you, sir! What? I am less than impressed. Okay. Fucking birds, man. Whoops, shit. I hate these things. Oh, I hate the birds. Fuck me. Oh. If there was anything in this game that I could yeet, it would be the birds. I mean, do you have a better word for what I do on my stream apart from chaos? Because, like, pretty sure chaos occurs often. Oh. I will investigate. I just need to loot everything first. It's very accurate. It is a very chaotic way to play. It's just... it's who I am as a person. Let's put it that way. Like to be a bird in times of turn, so poop on all of them and they couldn't do a thing about it. Amazing. Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave? I would like to loot all the things. Nathan!
Cool beans.
Thank you for the resub! How are you? Alright, hold on. What am I doing? Oh, investigating the area. Not me just like looting everything and completely forgetting what I was supposed to actually be doing. It is why our D&D group is called the Murder Hobos.
Blinds up their concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
Watching some Studio Ghibli movies. Ah. Nice. I mean, to be fair, even my parents now refer to you guys as... they refer to you guys as the hobos. Like, if I'm going somewhere,
Must be the Snapmaw hunters.
they're like, oh, you hanging out with the hobos? I'm like, hell yeah, I am. So you're not even the murder hobos, you're just the hobos.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy
I don't even...
seeds.
this cookie's not
The
good.
harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're
My
doing.
trash ran into dreams are
Not
coming
my
true.
problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
Uh-oh.
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
Who be these bitches? Oh, should we compromise?
No one wins if we fight.
More of a red panda at the
Surely
moment, though,
we
isn't
can reach
it?
a compromise somewhere short of death.
We've been harvesting Snapmaw hearts for days. I only need
I
one
probably
more,
have one, to be fair.
and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If I get the last heart, do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. Yabasha took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you once, and once only. Stay here till I get
Baby
back.
get bitches. Alright. That'd be nice. But first, I'ma loot your shit. My niceties only go so far. Oh, I'm sorry! I did hit the drop to ledge button, it just didn't work. Did everybody see? Alright, you know the deal by now. Netha's going to nap, people. But it's okay, because that's how we know they've not been kidnapped. So we good, we chill. No, still trash pan. I forgot to take off the makeup last night. Amazing. Okay, but did everybody watch the season 3 teaser?
Ouch.
What the fuck was that? For Lost in Space. Because I did, and holy shit. Ugh. It looks... You did not watch it. Why not? It looks amazing. Hello, sir.
Calm.
How might I assist you today? You haven't seen the other 2 seasons? Why? I must admit, the first season took a bit of getting used to, but like the second season, oh, shit, that was unintentional. Fuck. The second season was brilliant, and the third season, oh no! The third season looks incredible. Move your shit, sir. Like, it just looks so damn good. Can you move your face, sir? Okay. Did I do like Lost in Space? The old ones? Yeah. The new ones, according to Dad, because Dad's been watching them too, according to Dad, the new one is nothing like the old ones. Nothing at all. Not even a little bit like the old stuff. But he really likes it. Even though it's nothing like it, he really likes the show and thinks it's very good. So, like, would recommend if you haven't already watched it. Would recommend. Final season is coming December 1st. I'm so looking forward to it. So I'll have to watch Lost in Space season 3, and I will not have long to watch it because we all know what happens on December 17th. Oh my god, what the fuck? Croaky Face, thank you so much for the follow! Everything's happening. Stuff is getting shit. Hello! Don't mind me, sir. Do not have much health. Okay, come on, one more. Nice. Alright.
Now to bring this back to those hunters.
Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot of death. How's your day or morning or night? It's going well. So either you've massively out-leveled this or you got good. I'm gonna say I probably out-leveled everything, but I'd like to think that I got good. I'm pretty sure I didn't though. I'm pretty sure I just over-leveled everything. Well, the quest I'm currently doing is a level 12 and I'm a level 47. So, yeah, I've also got shield armor now, which is helping a lot. I have done a few things, so you got good. Did I? December's gonna be so good. I have Halo Infinite to play and The Witcher to watch. Over leveling is a valid way of getting good. Thank you, the electric cat, because that's what I do all the time. Literally, when I play, when I played like the Kingdom Hearts games, particularly when I was playing them off stream, the way I wouldn't touch the final world until I was like so over leveled was actually ridiculous. All right, bitches, take your heart and leave.
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
If you come back, you've me to deal with.
Keep it that way.
Aloy,
She's gonna be pissed.
congratulations are in order.
Oh no, she's happy.
I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their
Valid
flock.
way of getting good.
Wait.
So true. All right.
Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say
Yay!
to hunting machines winning trophies?
Okay,
and
so
CNCs?
my offer of a 12-hour horror game
I'll
stream
meet you
still
back at the
stands,
lodge
by
as
the
soon as
way.
I'm able.
If we get 400 followers in October, I will do 12 hours of horror. Be great fun. And also not. Just keep all that in mind. I don't know when that 12-hour would be. It would not be in October, most likely, because October's very busy. But it will happen. A promise is a promise. And I did promise. But you're going to get me there first. Okay. Wait, we can just break it. Let's speak to the... I bought Until Dawn for $12 the other day. I think you liked the game. I loved that game. That game is the reason
the wilds.
why I bought
Finding
my
the Nook
PlayStation
relics.
4. I have wooden
You
figures.
ready? Let's trade then.
I don't remember how to do it though, is the problem. I can't remember how to trade with these people.
Tell me more about these Banuk.
Simple.
Oh, no, I
He
don't
left-
need more.
Including... Come on back if you're there.
I do, I just don't remember how to trade with you.
Banuk artifacts if you have any.
Ugh. Okay. How to trade Banuk figures. You trade the figures for the boxes she has. Oh, for God's sake.
The Banuk will be...
Okay. Is that everybody? That must have been everyone. Okay, cool.
Good luck out there. Be sure to let me know if you find any Banuk relics. I'd like
Well,
to discuss...
no, I gave you all of them.
Trade with
I
you,
gave you
Outlander.
everything that I had. Just saying. Don't mind me. Sorry. How long does it take to beat this whole game? It really depends on how slow you are. Like, you can sort of do it at your own pace, but I think most people finish it within, like, finish the main story probably within, like, 30 hours, I think? Maybe? I'm not really sure. Locked out in Melbourne, lots of time on my hands. Ooh, yes. Alrighty. What do you do? Oh, you're the same person.
It was
What
Dervahl.
about
He
you?
tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
What are you trading, sir?
Prince Edaman.
30 resin chunk. Professor Pie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, I'm not interested in any of that right now. Oh, fuck. Stop! Okay, no, we good, we chill. Alright, let's go! Alright, we'll finish this quest, probably get a new one, and then I'm gonna go pop my popcorn, and it'll be time for poetry. Which, for people who have just joined us, it is Horizon Zero Dawn poetry, because tonight I finished all of the Metal Flowers, and we're going to have a poetry reading of all of them.
Always a pleasure.
Because I promised everybody that I would, when I realized that it was poetry.
I hereby sponsor Aloy of the Nora for membership in the Hunter's Lodge.
No. Look at her. She's
Rude.
lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all.
So fuck you,
She
sir.
did save his life. But I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it would bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge?
Oh, speaking of Colors of the Wind, the Crosby family
Members of
released
the
their Disney melody for Disney's 50th, and oh my god, it's beautiful. So cute.
Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
To the hunt.
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
You do you, sir. You do you.
How did he get so close to the Sun King? He also went wrong.
I have zero idea how I am going to get 81 skills. If I only gain 1 skill per level, and I'm already at level 47, that doesn't... I'm not going to have to hit level 81, am I? I don't know. What level should you be to unlock all skills? Horizon Zero Dawn. Some side quests have a skill point reward. Okay. It looks like the max level cap is level 50. By this point, you'll have already earned enough skill points to unlock all of the available skills. Will I? Because, I only have 3 levels left. And I have another 2, 5, 8, something. I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17. That's not good. Don't fret, Cadeolis, because what happened? They assume you actually completed side quests. That's rude. But also, maybe you get stuff for doing like the hunting lodge and whatnot. Alright. Poetry. Let's do this. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Just getting you all set up. Alright, I'm gonna go pop some popcorn. Everyone pop some popcorn, grab a drink, let's settle in. I'll grab my iPad and we will do some poetry reading. I'm excited. I'm back. Who is ready for some dramatic poetry reading? I know I am. I'm so excited. Like, actually so keen. Alright, I'll tell you what though, I'm a bit annoyed. I got nowhere to put my popcorn now. Because where I used to put the popcorn, the PlayStation 4 is sitting. So... draw popcorn it is. The funny thing is that I had to study poetry so much in uni and I don't even particularly like it. but it's just so great. All right, here we go. So let's get up who all these poems are by, because that's very important. We give credit where credit is due, and credit is absolutely due here. So, Horizon, Zero, Dawn, Metal, Flowers. They better give you a list of who these poems are by. They do. Is everybody ready? Okay. Okay. So first is a poem by Yosa Buson. Light of the moon moves west. Flowers' shadows creep eastward. Okay. Poem 2. Also by Yosa Buson. Evening wind, water laps, the heron's legs. I don't understand haikus. Like, it's not even a haiku. It's just a little poem. What does that even mean? Poetry's so weird. Poem number 3 is by Basho Matsuo. Okay. Lightning flash. What I thought were faces are plumes of pampas grass. Okay. Okay, number 4, also by Basho Matsuo. I think they're Japanese. Orchard breathing, incense into butterfly wings. I do actually think it's Japanese. It says, Mark 1 are from Japanese poets. Mark 2 from Arab, Turkish, Persian, Indian, and Chinese philosophers. And Mark 3 is from British and American literature. So all of the ones I'm currently reading are all Japanese poems, which is pretty cool. All right, Mark E is also from Basho Matsuo. I'm so sorry. I'm going to butcher all these names. I'm sorry. Summer grasses, all that remains of soldiers' dreams. None of these poems make any sense to me whatsoever, but it's fun time. All right, Mark F. Yama Bateau. When this pine sapling grows to flower, who'll be here? Well, that's got a double meaning. All right, oh God. Okay, G. Kobayashi Isa. Sharing tree shade with a butterfly. Friends in a previous life. Okay. H. Kobayashi Isa. Watching the river through a window of trees. Spring rain falls. Okay. I. Fukuda Chioni. From the mind of a single long vine, 100 opening lives. And last but not least of the Japanese poems, from Chiyojo. To tangle or untangle the willow, it's up to the wind. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so now we're doing the Arab, Turkish, Persian, Indian, and Chinese philosophers. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell me who is who. So this is from Hayali. Oh my God, those haikus. They weren't even technically haikus, because haikus are like 575, aren't they? Those were not actually haikus. Or were they? Or a haiku's 535 or 353. I don't remember, but they were beautiful. Alright. So this is a poem from Hayali. When dawn hennas her hands with the blood of the horizon, let the new bride of the golden veil uncover her shining face. 575, okay. Okay, I thought so. Alright. This is from Nisati. Okay. The sky's face is turned dark. Don't believe a cloud has come. In the garden, snow changed the raven to a falcon of white. Oh, what designs might the magician of cold display? Like a mirror, the page of the water is bound in ice. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. don't get poetry. All right. C is from Jalaluddin Rumi, and the poem is called, we have a title for this poem. This poem is called The Dream That Must Be Interpreted. The dust of many crumbled cities settles over us like a forgetful doze, but we are older than those cities. We began as a mineral. We emerged into plant life and into the animal state, and then into being human, and always we have forgotten our former states, except in early spring when we slightly recall being green again. This is by Muso Soseki. By its own nature, it towers above the tangle of rivers. Don't say it's a lot of dirt, piled high without end. The mist of dawn, the evening cloud, draw their shadows across it from the four directions. You can look up and see it, green and steep and wild. Okay, this is by Kabir, and this one is called Tell Me, O Swan, Your Ancient Tale. Even this morning, O Swan, awake, arise, follow me. There is a land where no doubt nor sorrow have rule, where the terror of death is no more. There the woods of spring are abloom, and the fragrant scent he as I is borne on the wind. There the bee of the heart is deeply immersed, and desires no other joy. Okay. This is by Ibn Kafaja, and is called The Mountain. I saw a mountain, its haughty peak, and bunched spine vying with the worlds on high. By the way, haikus for Japan are in Japanese syllables, no English. That makes more sense. Okay, that definitely makes more sense. All right, we'll start this one again. I saw a mountain, its haughty peak, and bunched spine vying with the worlds on high, deflecting every salvo of the wind and shouldering the starlight from the sky, brooding above the dunes like some great thinker, considering days to come as nights go by, with black clouds wrapped about it for a turban and bangs of red-haired lightning in its face. And through the night, that tongueless mountain uttered marvelous things. Okay, this is by Dufu, and is called Sighs of Autumn Rain. Oh, I'm dying, hold on. Popcorn kernels, ma'am. Alright. In autumn rain, the grasses rot and die. Below the steps, the Zhuming's colour is fresh. Full green leaves cover the stems like feathers, and countless flowers bloom like golden coins. The cold wind, moaning, blows against you fiercely. I fear that soon you'll find it hard to stand. Upstairs, the scholar lets down his white hair. He faces the wind, breathes the fragrance, and weeps. Yeah. Some of my uni poetry brain is coming back, and some of these I'm a bit like, oh yeah, I sort of see where they're going with it, but others I'm just like, what? Alright. This is by Meng Haran, and is called Spring Dawn. I slumbered this spring morning and missed the dawn. From everywhere I heard the cry of birds. That night the sound of wind and rain had come. Who knows how many petals then had fallen. Okay, this is another one by Dufu, and it's called Overflowing. The moon's reflected on the river a few feet away. A lantern shines in the night near the third watch. On the sand, egrets sleep, peacefully curled together. Behind the boat, I hear the splash of jumping fish. Alright, and last but not least is by Omar Khayyam. When you are so full of sorrow that you can't walk, can't cry anymore, think about the green foliage that sparkles after the rain. When the daylight exhausts you, when you hope a final night will cover the world, think about the awakening of a young child. Alright, last set. So this set is the British and American literature. So this first one is by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, and is called Nature. As a fond mother, when the day is o'er, leads by the hand her little child to bed, half willing, half reluctant to be led, and leave his broken playthings on the floor, still gazing at them through the open door. nor wholly reassured and comforted by promises of others in their stead, which, though more splendid, may not please him more. So nature deals with us and takes away our playthings one by one, and by the hand leads us to rest so gently that we go scarce knowing if we wish to go or stay, being too full of sleep to understand how far the unknown transcends the what we know. Hey games, how you going? Welcome to poetry time. It's a good time. I like it. I think I've read that poem before. Believe it or not. Oh, you're right. Did you hear about the 4.8 magnitude earthquake in SA that happened today? Nope. No, I did not. Welcome to the ASMR session. It's not really ASMR. I'd have to be much closer to the camera for that. Yes, but no one cares. I literally didn't even know. Alright. Set Mark B. So this is by Henry David Thoreau, and it's called The Summer Rain. And now the cordial clouds have shut all in, and gently swells the wind to say all's well. The scattered drops are falling fast and thin, some in the pool, some in the flower bell. I am well drenched upon my bed of oats, but see that globe come rolling down its stem. Now like a lonely planet there it floats, and now it sinks into my garment's hem. No one cares about the SA border towns. Lol. Hold on, now I need to know where it was. Although my parents are now in Queensland, so hold on. South Australia earthquake. And clearly it was not a big, like, it can't have been that big. Oh, it was at 3:17. Murrayville and Pinaroo were struck by a magnitude 4.8 earthquake. Little to no damage had resulted. So, like, So it's not really that big. Like, there was basically no damage. Although everyone should be a little concerned, this only comes 2 weeks after the Melbourne one, and, like, Australia doesn't normally get earthquakes, so. Alright. Next up, we have C. This is by George Meredith, and it's called Dirge in the Woods. A wind sways the pines, and below not a breath of wild air, still as the mosses that glow on the flooring and over the lines of the roots here and there. The pine tree drops its dead. They are quiet as under the sea. Overhead, overhead, rushes life in a race. As the clouds chase, and we go. And we drop like the fruits of the tree. Even we, even so. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't read Duckley names. Hi, Risky Brisky, how you going? Welcome in. Welcome to poetry time. Alright. Now we've got... Oi! We've got Charlotte Bronte! Charlotte Bronte, I do actually know, so I think I have read this poem before. Life, believe, is not a dream so dark as sages say. Oft a little morning rain foretells a pleasant day. Sometimes there are clouds of gloom, but these are transient all. If the shower will make the roses bloom, oh, why lament its fall? And that's true. Why do we care that it rains? Like, rain's great. Why do we care that it rains? Okay, next up we have John Keats. Oh, I know far too much about John Keats. This is called To Autumn. Seasons of mists and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend of the maturing sun, conspiring with him how to load and bless with fruit the vines that round the thatch eaves run, to bend with apples the mossed cottage trees, and fill all fruit with ripeness to the core, to swell the gourd and plump the hazel shells with a sweet kernel, to set budding more, and still more, later flowers for the bees, until they think warm days will never cease. It'd be terrible if everyone changed the name to Dark Blue as an April Fool's prank next year. I mean, you can do it if you want, but, like, I just won't talk to people. I literally just wouldn't talk to chat for the whole day. Hold on. Is April Fool's Day even on a day that I stream? Nope. Alright. Next up we have... Next up we have... Lord Alfred Tennyson. We know everything about him. This is called number 4, Inland Waters, Highlands, A Farewell. I need to sneeze. No, I'm good. Alright. Flow, softly flow by lawn and lea, a rivulet then a river. Nowhere by thee my steps shall be forever and forever. But here will sigh thine older tree, and here thine aspen shiver. And here by thee will hum the bee forever and forever. 1,000 suns will stream on thee, 1,000 moons will quiver. But not by thee my steps shall be forever and forever. Let's be real, I'm a hot pink girl, Shirley. That's so true. So true. You were the one who made me put on my celebratory pink poncho. Oh, we got another one by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. This one is called Flowers. Alright. Spake full well, in language quaint and olden, one who dwelleth by the castled Rhine, when he called the flowers, so blue and golden, stars, that in earth's firmament do shine. Stars they are, wherein we read our history, as astrologers and seers of eld, yet not wrapped about with awful mystery, like the burning stars which they beheld. Wondrous truths, and manifold as wondrous, God hath written in those stars above, but not less in the bright flowerets under us stands the revelation of his love. That's cute. Alright. This is again by Henry David Thoreau, and this one is called A Week on the Concord and Merrimack Rivers, Sunday. Low in the eastern sky is set thy glancing eye, and though its gracious light ne'er ariseth to my sight, yet every star that climbs above the gnarled limbs of yonder hill conveys thy gentle will. And now we get to the poem. This is the poem by William Wordsworth that made me realize that all of this was actual poetry. I'm sorry, trying so hard to enjoy this, but Spooky in the background trash talking over Discord while playing Total Warhammer 2 is not helping. Well, Spooky sucks. Why is Spooky not paying attention to our poetry reading? Alright. Are you going to get I Am Fish Game? I have not heard of I Am Fish Game. This is, believe it or not, this is a poem that I actually really like. There aren't a lot of poems out there that I enjoy, but there are a couple that I do really like. And this one by William Wordsworth is one, and a couple by Shakespeare I do really like. So, I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. Ugh, I just love it. I love that poem. There really aren't that many poems that I like, but that one is one. Alright, last poem! This poem is by Samuel Taylor Coleridge and is called To Nature. It may indeed be fantasy when I essay to draw from all created things deep, heartfelt, inward joy that closely clings, and trace in leaves and flowers that round me lie lessons of love and earnest piety. So let it be, and if the wide world rings in mock of this belief, it brings, so will I build my altar in the fields, and the blue sky my fretted dome shall be, and the sweet fragrance that the wild flower yields shall be the incense I will yield to thee, the only God, and thou shalt not despise even me, the priest of this poor sacrifice. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Beautiful poetry. It's also pretty. It's also pretty. Okay. That was fun.
This is a good
I'm glad we did that.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of
So good.
over
It
a
was
dozen
good.
hunters on its
I
wing.
actually enjoyed that a lot.
How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
Why? Why do we hate him so
I
much?
know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
Huh.
What sacrifice?
They died in the massacre.
Oh.
They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
What a douchebag.
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora.
Mm-hmm.
It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis.
So what do we do now?
Now that you're a thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a thunderjaw and a stormbird?
A stormbird? Are you
Want me to
fucking
get trophy
serious?
You're not just any thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
A stormbird?
What about Redmaw?
I will find him.
You're shitting me.
And when I do, I expect you to be there.
What a bitch. Alright. There are a couple other poems that I want to read you guys that weren't in here. They are some of my favorite poems that I had. And they were pretty popular. They're like some of the most well-known poems. So this is one that I think a lot of you will probably know. It's called The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. And I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of some of it. So, two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveller. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I should be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. A beautiful fucking poem. Like a really beautiful poem, that one. There's an Emily Dickinson poem, Because I Could Not Stop for Death, that's also really lovely, but it's kind of long. No, it's not too long. Basically, I hated poetry when I was studying it in uni because, oh my god, how did those people, how? But now that I'm out of uni and no longer studying it, I can appreciate how beautiful the poetry actually is. What am I doing? Alright. So, we need to kill a fucking stormbird. Poetry is so dry and study. So dry. Because when you're studying it, you are literally going line by line, word by word, and analysing everything. Whereas when you're just reading it, you have a much better, well, I believe you have a much better appreciation of it.